everybody, welcome back to Victoria's Home and Garden. Today we're going to be testing out a new product, and it is, drum roll please, the Black Decker steamer. So this is the steam mopping glove, and we're going to be testing this out on the floors. So we actually have real hardwood floors in our home, and the reason why I wanted to try this, we actually have real hardwood floors in our home, and the reason why I wanted to try this steamer is because I don't want to mess around with a bucket and mop and a cleaning solution, and it doesn't distribute properly throughout the floors in the house. Because you do that and it doesn't distribute properly, what can happen is you can actually get like pooling, where you'll have like a puddle of water that sits on the floors, and that's not good for wood, of course, right? So what we're gonna do, I haven't even opened this box yet. I'm gonna unbox this with you all. We're gonna talk through it. You're gonna see me wash. Stop it, Chip. You're gonna see me do the floors just a little. Oh my God. There we go. So you're gonna see me do the floors. Hopefully this works as well, if not better, as a traditional mop and bucket. So let's find out. This is gonna be interesting. So he actually usually will stay back a little bit if he sees that the floor is wet. If I'm sweeping, however, that's a different scenario. But for the most part, if he sees the floor is wet and I'm actually getting ready to mop something, he won't step in it. I mean, he's a big boy. He's almost 12 years old, so he kind of knows what he can and cannot do. All right, so let's unbox this and get right to it. Let's open her up. Oh, wow. Baby, I'm recording.
Looks like beautiful people. You know why you walk by?
I'm trying to do an unboxing.
Oh. Let me get out of the living area.
I think the thing.
The thing about that is, Chop.
Honey, I'm recording.
Oh, sorry. Chips, he's recording.
You're ruining it.
Oh.
My God. I did just put that back in here. I'm trying to be authentic, but he's. I don't know what you use these little bitty pads for. Oh, there's a lot of pieces to this thing. For the record, I don't usually like putting stuff like a box and these type of things on the kitchen table, but I need a surface to be able to open this on, and I'll just wipe this down afterwards. Not that that's really any of y'all business, but just saying. Okay, got the instructions. Let's see. actually quite a lot of tools. That's my phone. This looks like it's for the hand pad. And then this is obviously the pad that you put on the bottom. They're rewashable, so that's actually very good for the environment. And this looks like it's the handle. And this is if you want to wash things by hand. Or with the glove, I should say. I shouldn't say by hand, with the glove. And then you just attach it to here, but I'm not really understanding why you would want to use your actual hands on something. Maybe I'm missing, maybe if you were doing like blinds, that could make sense. I'm not 100% sure on that. Okay, that makes sense to get into the corners. Okay, so this is just a bag full of gadgets and attachable,s which we don't need to get into the thick of. Right now, we just need to actually put this together. So let's start. Okay, so we're gonna take, this is pretty simple. Seems pretty straightforward. It clicks in. So now we have our handle. And then we're going to put the pad on the bottom here. Again, pretty straightforward. You push here. I haven't read any directions. I'm just doing it like a man, I guess. Push here, pull off. Oh, and this actually has knobs to tell you your floor type. So that's nice. Oh, because if it's stone, it should be at the max seam. If it's wood, it should be at the least, because again of that water pooling that we were talking about a little bit earlier. Okay, and then open up this flap, and that's where we put water. Kind of very similar to a iron or a steamer that you would use on your clothes. Actually, this is supposed to be multi-purpose. I think you can use this to steam your clothes too, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe you shouldn't do that. Maybe you shouldn't do that. Maybe you should just keep it separate. It seems pretty self-explanatory. I just really don't get why we have all these additional pieces. Yes, I do. Okay, so if you want it to be portable, you put this in here on this side. And now then this hose attaches quiet on the set.
I need my wallet.
Why are you in here talking about wallets? How much did this cost? $190?
I think so. $200.
Okay, because that's important for people to know how much it costs.
Maybe you should know.
You better stop it.
No problem.
All right, now if you want to be portable, you can simply have it detached from here. Then you take this cord, plug it in the bottom, like so, like that, like Tabitha Brown says. And then you take this and plug it into here.
Are you sure you're not just making stuff up as you go? You just plug stuff in there.
Get out of here, you're ruining it. I was doing good until you said that. This actually goes into this one though. But don't tell him he was right. So, then you have this attachment. And then we could put this. There you go. Now that's clicked in. Now if you want to use that by hand, okay. But I won't be doing anything by hand that I can think of at the moment, unless it's gonna be good for like the blinds or something upstairs. So I wonder if it's just 100%. I do want to check the directions to see if it's 100% water only in this, or do I need to put some type of cleaning solution down? What's so funny?
You record yourself reading the owner's manual.
Get out!
But here's what you do is, well, let me read this first.
You know you can actually use this on your
On what?
on the stove top too.
What attachment do you use?
The hand. No.
The same one you use for clothes?
I don't think you're supposed to use this on your clothes.
That was a whole selling point of that.
I thought I saw something about it being multi-purpose.
They got them using it on a grill.
They use it
And
on
clothes.
where do you? Oh, there it is. There it is. You can't do it on clothes.
This is for clothes.
So you can do it on clothes if you wanted to.
This is supposed to get the lint up.
This is for clothes to get your lint out. So I was right. You can actually use this on your clothes as well. So that lets me know that only water is supposed to go in here, because I wouldn't dare put cleaning solution in here and then it could spit out, like all that residue could be trapped in here and potentially get on your clothes. Now that he reminded me, this is one of the major reasons why I wanted to purchase this, because it does serve so many different purposes. So I hope you guys can see this on the bottom of the box, but like it can do clothes, grout, that's the big one. Clean the inside of your oven, all these different things. So I'll leave a link to it, so if you guys want to check it out, you can. I just got a cup of water and we're gonna pour it right in here so that way I don't have to move the camera around. It can be easier for me to transition that. Full cup of water. I won't be doing anything by hand. So we're gonna pop that back in. We're gonna have it on the lowest setting because we're doing the hardwood floors. So like we talked about a little bit earlier, we don't want to put too much steam on the floors. Plug it. We're gonna unplug the Google Home and plug in the steamer. Okay. Seems to be good to go. There's a button on the side. You can instantly hear it doing something, getting hot. Wow. So it gets hot very fast because I just plugged this in. I'm not going to edit that time frame down at all so you guys can see exactly how quickly it got hot. Oh, she's steaming. Okay, let's try to get this. Well, we don't want it to be too much, right? Whew, this is no joke. But I do want to put a little. So I do want to use a little bit of pine sol. I'm not going to put it inside the machine. I'm just going to put like some on the floor. And I think you're supposed to keep, ooh, I'm struggling. That's why we need to hire somebody. But I want to put just a little bit directly on the floor. Don't not. This is way better than the Swiffer. This thing is going to work. Now I will say the one downside I can potentially see is this cord is not the longest. I'll have to check on the box to see exactly how long it is, but this cord not being that long and the amount of wood floors we have in this house, I'm gonna have to continue to unplug it. Plug it back in, unplug it, plug it back in. And I would imagine it's gonna take, well, it doesn't take that long to warm up, so maybe that's why they didn't give you such a long cord. It actually warmed up pretty quick, so maybe it won't be so bad. I'm a little out of breath. Okay, let's do a quick review on the Black Decker Steam and Mop Plus glove. I did not try any attachments today. I don't foresee myself being on all fours cleaning up anything to actually need to use a glove, but I do see that you can also use this glove for things like stainless steel to clean that off, which we actually have a decent amount of those kinds of appliances. So maybe later on, but I won't be trying that today. I also do like how quickly it heats up, especially because like in the kitchen, I couldn't do the whole kitchen with just one outlet. I had to unplug it 2 times and plug it back in. And then in the living room, I only had to unplug it once. And no, in the living room, I had to unplug it twice and plug it back in as well. Now, it's not to say that everybody's gonna have to do that. It's just because of the size of the home and how much floor space we have just in these areas that is causing me to have to unplug it and plug it back in order to actually hit every circumference. Now, the other thing I would say, putting it together, very easy to use. This manual comes in so many different languages, it was actually confusing even looking in here. So this didn't do much for me. I didn't need to throw it like that. This didn't do much for me. It just was an additional piece of paper. Would I recommend it? Yes. I do think it's better than and easier than the Swiffer. I find myself like with the Swiffer WebJet, like just pushing really hard to get it to go across these floors. And with that, because it has that steam in it, it allows it to glide a little easier. What else do I like about it? It's lightweight and it warms up really quickly. I wish the cord was maybe a little bit longer. That way I just wouldn't have to keep unplugging and plugging it back in and unplugging it. But that might just be something that is unique to homes over a certain size. And it did come with a lot of different attachments. One of the big selling points is if you are one of the big selling points, if you're environmentally conscious, if you're conscious about the environment, because I don't know if the other words, if you're conscious about the environment, these are reusable. So you use this, you put it in the washing machine, it cleans itself. With the Swiffers, I'm going through, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 of those in one cleaning, and we know what that does to our environment. So that's another really cool thing that I like about this device. And we can't forget that this does indeed allow you to steam your clothes. So being able to actually use this as a clothes steamer as well, I mean, right there, that sold me. So we believe the price is $199. We do think that the price is about $199, but I will triple check that and I'll leave a link below in the comments if you guys want to check it out. We purchased ours from Lowe's, and that's all we have for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for joining us here at Victoria's Home and Garden channel. This is my review on the Black Decker Steam Mop and Glove. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.